Thank you so much for joining me once again on this amazing platform. On today's episode, I would like to share with you some of the things you need to have figured out before starting your Kuroiler journey. You do not necessarily need to have all these things in place. It would be nice for you as a business to have them figured out before venturing into this business. Doing so makes life a whole lot easier for you, and you understand why I'm saying this when you get to see the whole of the video. Thank you so much for coming back again. Have a place to free range. I think one of the most important things to consider having is getting a piece of land or any facility on which you can let your birds forage. I would argue having such facilities is equally as important as having a coop. It might even be more important than a chicken pen if you could have just a fence, perching stands, and shaded areas. That sounds like a pen, right? My argument is simple. You do not need a well-rounded structure to raise Kuroiler, as they can survive in the forest. They are that strong. One mistake we made while starting out was thinking we could fix our 40 plots of land as soon as possible. The reality has dawned on us. The money we thought of having isn't coming, and we are left with raising them on our half plot of land, spending a whole lot of money to feed them in the process. So you need to try to find a way you can cheaply feed these birds before venturing into this business. Otherwise, you might have spent all you have and get stuck along the line. The second thing I would advise is knowing what you want to achieve and making provision for that. From the start, we knew we would be raising Kuroilers to hatch the eggs, sell the chicks, and raise some to maturity. It looked good on paper, but executing that is a little bit tricky when you have not thoroughly done your assignment. To hatch the eggs, you will need an incubator, and with the number we started with, 400, you would need quite some money to either build one or buy. So it is 8 months to the start of this journey, and we are yet to make an incubator big enough to contain the number of eggs we are producing daily. We are getting close to 60 because we reduced the number of birds. We sold some few months ago. So as I was saying, there are many reasons responsible for this, but the biggest of them is the shortage of funds, the lack of trust in what we are doing. So the issue of trust is a topic for another day, but we beg you to be resolute in whatever you are doing. Chicken farming comes with a lot of ups and downs, but you have got to trust the process. Know what you want and strive at getting them available. Having alternative plans is one crucial thing one needs to strengthen oneself with. The initial plan was to hatch the eggs, but it wouldn't harm a business if you try sourcing for different ways you can market your products. It's hard getting to sell the eggs to those with brooding hens, and connecting with egg sellers, bakers, and noodle makers would provide us with an alternative source of making some money. That is a bit hard to find at the moment. So as someone going into this business and you have no money for or your incubator readily available, if hatching is what you intend to do, you can raise some money selling your eggs to some of these people. It is easier said than done, but you've got to try. Renting a shop is another core thing you need to have in mind. You might not need it from the very start, but as a Kuroiler farmer, finding a place to rent is an objective you should try to realize. Doing so will enhance your visibility, and once people get to see what you are doing, you hopefully get to make more sales. This is one of the many things we aim to do, and we urge you to work on getting that. Connecting with other farmers online is another thing you should consider doing, and I advise you do that from the very start. For us, this is one of the few things we've managed to achieve from this list. And it's not all about being a member. You should try to avoid being a passive member. You should be active. Let people know what you are doing, what your business is all about. Connect with as many as possible people online, and hopefully get your business out there to your potential buyers. So these are all we have for you today. We urge you to consider subscribing, like this video, and keep supporting. Thank you so much. Bye for now.